This is a Benimar Mileo M243. It's a very, very interesting coach-built motorhome. This one, it's 6.99 metres, so just fractionally under 7 metres, and it's weighing in at 3,650 kilograms. So it's a C1 licence for this one, and it's got the 180 horsepower engine with the automatic transmission. But some clever features on here. I'm going to take you around the outside and show you that first, and then we'll go inside and I'll show you what the interior is like. But both are very clever. So we'll head on down this side. It's interesting the way they brought these mouldings here. You see how this is a little bit wider, and they brought this down through here, which is unusual. It just makes it a little bit sleeker somehow. We've got the 240 volt power into here, of course. This one's the water filler, and then you've got the LPG tanks go in there. And this is where it starts to get interesting, because in here is a really, really good sized garage. It's lit, it's heated. We've got a full size spare wheel in here, which is nice. Don't often see that so much these days. Over carpets as well. And look at these substantial tie downs they've got in here as well that you can move around. You see them over there. That's a great size. But what's really interesting about this garage is the fact that that is a bed above there, and we'll see that when we go inside. But you'll notice these little tracks here, and you can see them over there as well. And the reason for that is because this is height adjustable. So you can decide whether you want to have the bed lower inside. So this comes down basically to about this height, and that makes the bed lower for getting in and out of, but obviously reduces the headroom in here. But if you've got tall objects, you've got big electric bikes or anything else you want to keep in here, then you can power that up. Of course, you can still get up to it. There's a little ladder that helps you in when you're on the inside, but it means you've got much more headroom in here, and that is a very, very helpful feature. You can have a bike rack on the back as well if you want to, but people with expensive electric bikes or mountain bikes, that kind of thing, quite often want to put them inside, and that helps you to do that. That little flying saucer on the top is a TV aerial. I'll show you where that comes out on the inside. We've got reversing camera on here as well, just there. I like these rear lights, they're very funky. And then around here, this of course is that garage again, but I'll just show you it from this side because it is impressive. And that also is a ladder for getting to bed, which I will show you when we go inside. There we go, there's the mechanism for the bed up and down. That is excellent. So let's close that up, head on round. Cassette for the toilet is in here. Access to the vehicle is here. Worth noting that the central locking for the doors at the cab also activate the lock here. That's quite unusual on the coach built. It's normally separate, you need a key for this, but not on this one. It operates off of the key fob. That's very helpful. Little bin in the door, and then we go in here. This is nice, they've put little lockers in here for shoes or whatever else you want to keep just inside the vehicle. That's rather helpful. And if we come on in, I will show you first of all forward, and then we'll work our way back. I'll show you this before I forget. We've got that for bottles or whatever else you want to keep in there, and then we've got storage up in places like this, power sockets, USB sockets, the seats that swivel round of course, and then we'll come right up to the front first of all, work our way back. So automatic transmission on this one, it's a 9-speed, it's 180 horsepower engine if I remember rightly. And then this is your screen for your reversing camera, also navigation, that kind of thing. Air conditioning for this area is here. It's got the latest dials, latest dashboard for the Fiat. Also, they're putting these pinch blinds in now, which they didn't used to have on these. So that is a useful upgrade. You can see them there, and you can see them on here as well. That is excellent. Now, if we come on back, this is where it all starts to get clever. So there's a few things to point out. First of all, there is this big opening skylight here, and this has got blinds that come across it, so you can have a bug screen or you can pull a night screen out of there as well, and they fold back in like so. And then if we come back a little bit further, this area here, there's a couple of things you can do. Firstly, you can remove the table altogether, of course, which is helpful if you're travelling, because it will travel with 4. We've got seat belts here, as you can see, but also there's a leaf you can see underneath there, and that one will spin round, means you can bring this area into play for dining as well. So that is very helpful. More storage on this side, but I want to show you this. So for sleeping, you think, well, we probably have to convert this. No, you don't. What you do is you find this little button here, and you bring the bed out the ceiling. Look at that. And that is what that ladder is for, we saw, because it goes into here and that gives you access straight up into bed. So you can keep the bed made up there. It's a proper bed, it's not a converted table and seats and so forth. And it's a really, really good size. Look at that. That's fantastic. And then when you're not using it, you find that little button again and send it back up. There we go. And then come on back again, we've got, of course, the kitchen then just here. So a little bit of storage like this and the extract fan, and then we have the hob and the oven underneath. That is, I think I'm right in saying, electric and 2 gas, which is very helpful. So if you're plugged into 240 volt power, you can use that one. If you're not, you've got the gas, of course. Sink is in here. And then we come on round again, I'll show you over here, we've got the smoke alarm and carbon monoxide alarm are up here, but also up here we have got the control panel for the vehicle. So here we can look at things like the battery state for the vehicle battery, and the leisure battery is on here as well. Water levels you can see from here, all that kind of stuff. 12 volt switch on and off is from here, water pump switch on and off is from here, and this is heater controls. So if we go to here, it's giving us hot water is controlled from here, the heating itself is controlled from here. So all of that is switched straight from there. That's rather nice. And then this one is for a television. So if you want it, everything is already there. The bracket is there for that to enable it to swing out. Also, you've got your power socket, 12 volt and 240 volt, and a TV aerial is just there, and the satellite aerial is there as well. Light switches as you come on inside, and then back a bit further, these are nice. These are like sliding larder areas like this. They're very good, and we've got it underneath as well. Very helpful. And then fridge freezers here, and the microwave. That one requires the 240 volt power, of course, to be plugged in. Behind that we've got wardrobe and a bit of shelving. And drawers in here. And then this is the bed, and this is what I was talking about. So you can see how this can come down to here. So you can have it nice and low and just step easily into bed. If you want that extra height, you can bring it up. There's a little ladder that goes into these to give you access, and that gives you a nice little bedroom area because it curtains off, and it's a really good size. Look at that. That's very nice. You've got storage then across the back, some nice lighting built in as well. We've got the skylight overhead, and that one again has got the blinds that come across. Bug screen for if it's open, night screen for if it's night, and then windows are in behind here again with blinds that come down over them like so. Little reading lights at the end. That's excellent, isn't it? They've got a lot into this one. In fact, they've got a TV point again up there, so you could put a television on that wall if you wanted to. And light switches right next to the bed. That's brilliant, isn't it? What a great layout. They've got a lot into the size of the vehicle, haven't they? And then the last thing to talk about is up here is, of course, the toilet. And again, a really nice size. So you've got your proper separate shower. There's a door that comes across, so you can close that off properly. Of course, that unfolds then like so. So no sopping wet curtain that comes around you and sticks to you. That is home from home stuff, isn't it? Lovely. There is a little skylight over this one for some ventilation, very helpful. We've got storage then up in behind here, and the sink and the loo. And that's a bit more storage in there. That's fantastic, isn't it? What a lot they've got into that. And that height adjustable bed I think is genius, because you can decide for yourself what's more important, whether you want the bed nice and low and easy to get in and out of, or whether you have to use a ladder to get into the bed and have a lot more space in the garage. Fridge, did we point out the fridge? I don't think we did we? That's the fridge. And the freezer up above it. There we go. Let's come right back here and take a look through this way. Well, that is smart, isn't it? Nice light wood as well. All very pale and contemporary. And that is the tracks that the bed comes down on, which of course is here, and that's the buttons for them there. Superb. Right, I'm going to head back up here. I'm going to take a seat at this one. I'm going to say massive thanks to Marquis Motorhomes because they organised this tour. Massive thanks to you guys for watching it, of course. But let me know what you think of that one, and we'll catch you on another one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.